FinTech Talents is a unique format. I think it's one of a kind. What intrigued me initially was really the fact that we're bringing together talent, we're bringing together startup companies, and then also companies like Northern Trust, like financials, banks, and so on. And I think to do that in this format, in a very compact format over a 2-day time frame, is very efficient for me, but also I would say I usually wouldn't have access to this variety really in a single place. And I think I love the format, and I think I would love to see more in this format, and certainly we'll be coming back. So first of all, let me say that Northern Trust is a company that has a very rich background and history in diversity. So we've always been very keen on having a diverse workforce. So that actually, I think, can help us in attracting talent, because I think, especially in technology, we're really struggling to find a lot of good female talent. We would love to see more female talent join us, and I think that looking at how can we tap into that potential by bringing people in maybe from a different background, maybe not financial services. And ultimately, I would say it's less about skills, hard skills. I think it's a lot about certain aspects like problem solving, finding people that are eager to learn, that have really a natural element of curiosity. I think those traits are very important. That's the foundation in my mind that somebody has to bring to the table. And I think when you have those prerequisites, I think you have everything that you need in order to be successful. So we're thinking very much about, how can we do that? How can we also leverage things like the apprenticeship program, and how can we allow people to reskill? We're also working with our former armed forces program, where people that have actually exiting armed forces, that they find a way back into the workplace. So I would say we have engaged a lot. We're going to continue to engage a lot, because I do believe in order for us to fulfill that need for talent that for the future, we do need to think outside the box. And I think this event today, to me, was an absolute eye-opener in terms of creating that access and bringing all these different people from all these different areas with a different background together. I think the exchange of ideas and the exchange of our thoughts showed me that we all have similar challenges, but also showed me new ways, I think, how we can leverage that a little bit more. So I'm really enthusiastic about that. So I think there's a little bit of both. I think it has to start top down. So I've been very fortunate to work with leadership in the company that understands we need to transform. As you can understand, as a 129-year-old bank with an anchor in the logo, that is not always easy. But I think that, a tremendous amount of buy-in at the top of the house. But I also would say what has helped us a lot is the recognition that, so we developed something that's called the A approach. The A approach is a cultural program, but also a management style. And it's all about taking ownership of what you do. And I think owning something is a very important motivator for anybody who comes into the workforce, comes back into the workforce, or actually wants to make a change in terms of what job they do. I think for us, that is a key ingredient, and I think that we're looking to expand more on that. And it's interesting to hear, university students that are still attending university, that are looking to actually enter the workforce very soon, to hear them talk about that and to have that dialogue with them and to actually see, I think they're really ready for that. So they actually are very actively looking for that. So it's almost a prerequisite for them. They want to own something, they want a degree of autonomy, they want to do something that's meaningful, And I think that is ultimately very, very important. So we'll continue on that path.